Hey guys, dad joke of the day. What do you call a gun made out of salt? A salt rifle. Okay, I thought that one was good. That's a great segue into what we're talking about today. Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Andrew. We are going over my winter EDC. The reason we're going over my winter EDC is because my EDC has changed from the beginning of the year and from last winter. So we're going to go over that. First things first, going over the stuff that has not changed, that's been with me the entire time. A is a cell phone. I am still running and recording on the iPhone 11. I love this phone. I'm obviously going to change it when this thing just decides to die on me. It's been great to me so far. I'm starting to have little charging issues, but aside from that, it's been a fantastic phone. As for the wallet, I am still running my Travax Contour wallet. I just did a video on this. I believe it's called Minimalist EDC Wallet. I've been running this guy for about 5 years. It looks fantastic still. I'm also still carrying the same Multitool. This is the Leatherman Skeletal CX. I have also done a video on this. This is one of my first videos that I did. Few things about this that's kind of changed. As you can see, I mean, you probably can't see that well. Okay, this came apart on me. That used to hold the little bit. There used to be an extra bit that went in there. This popped off. I've popped it back on several times and it keeps coming undone. So I don't even have a bit in there anymore. I am just running, it looks like the Phillips head bit on the top there. I might switch it to a Phillips and a flathead bit. There's, I guess you can order one on their website that has a Phillips and a flathead on each side. But the knife works really well. I absolutely love this multi-tool. I did chip the top of that. I'll show you some B-roll of that. I did chip the top of this knife as I was, of course, prying into something I probably shouldn't have been prying into. I've sharpened this a couple of times on my whetstone behind me here, and this knife is a fantastic knife. Love this multi-tool. It's very, very light, very thin. I can keep this in my pocket and I won't even know it's there. Fourth thing is my flashlight. I am still running the Olight S2R Baton 2. As you can tell, it has been very used in my pocket. It's always rubbing up against my multi-tool. Few reasons I like this one in particular is it has a magnetic back on it, which is very helpful when you have to stick it, like you're fixing your car and you have to stick it on top of your car and you can kind of see down into the vehicle. Or you also has a clip for your hat. You can stick it on top of your hat and you'll be able to have it that way as well. It has 3 different light modes on it, and you can also have a strobe as well. It is magnetic charging on underneath, kind of hooks right up there and it charges the thing for you. USB-C on the other side, just plug it in. It charges relatively fast. I do really like that. Now here's the part that's changed. My firearm and accessories for the firearm is what has changed the most. So let's go over what my firearm is first. I have been running the Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS lately, and what's funny is I sold this to my brother and I bought it back from my brother because I absolutely love this gun so much. I have about 3,000 rounds through this guy. The reason I sold it is because at the bottom it was a little bit short for my big hands, but I started firing it again when I went over to his house one time and I fell in love with this gun again. This trigger is incredibly smooth. I absolutely love these Glock triggers when you get around 2,000 to 3,000 rounds. Okay, under 1,000 rounds, they kind of suck, but this one, because I also put a ghost connector in there, this one, okay, don't freak out my trigger Nazis, I'm pulling the trigger. It's just buttery smooth now with that connector in there, that Ghost 3.5 pound connector. I've had 0 malfunctions over all 3,000 rounds. I can't be happier with a firearm than a flawless gun like that. Not only that, but I shoot this gun really, really well. But more importantly, I shoot this gun fast very, very well. Okay, you're doing those 6 shots in a row, real quick cadence when you're shooting. Okay, the dot stays there the whole time. I'm hitting every single shot at 5 to 7 yards in the circle. I could not be happier about that. I did put the HoloSun EPS on the top. I love this optic. I am going to do a dedicated review just to this optic because I love it that much. It's relatively new. I wouldn't say it's brand new to the market, but it's one of the smallest enclosed red dots, enclosed emitter red dots on the market, and that's why I absolutely love it. Because I am no longer cleaning the inside of that window with Q-tips anymore. I can just take my shirt, I can wipe the back of it, I can wipe the front of it, and boom, I am good to go. Pretty sure I have 1,000 rounds with this optic on there. I am running the C&H Precision plate on there for the EPS carry on the Glock MOS version. I have just the standard Glock sights on there. They do not co-witness at all. I do not run irons when I'm running my red dot because I'm just focusing on my red dot. Now, as for the holsters, this is the main part that has changed the most. Some of you know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I am a PE teacher, so I am never wearing pants that have a belt, like ever. Okay, I'm always in athletic pants or athletic shorts. One of the two, usually. Almost every single day I go to work. Okay, so I couldn't wear or carry guns with the belt loops on it because I'm not wearing pants with the belt loop. So I actually went to the Filster Enigma. I am going to do a video on this holster. Okay, I went to the Filster Enigma with the belt. Okay, it has a little belt loop that goes all the way around and it kind of clips in there magnetically, and this part goes around your waist. Very, very cool design. This holster comes with their own Filster holster. I bought it with the holster and then I tried it out and I did not like the holster. And the reason I didn't like the holster is I couldn't adjust the retention on the Firearm. It was set to a certain retention and I did not like that about the holster. So I flipped that one out and I put in, this is a T-Rex Arms Raptor. I don't think they make these anymore, but I put the Raptor on here because it does have the retention screws that you can use to tighten it and loosen it. Actually, I believe they're up here. Yeah, right here. That you can tighten and loosen the retention on this holster. Now, the reason that's important to me is because I do not like the leg strap. Okay? I need to be able to put this thing on and take this thing off in my truck, and having the leg loop, the leg leash on there does not allow me to put on this holster correctly the way I want it to be. So I want to be able to put this holster around my waist in my truck, tuck it underneath my athletic tire, and be able to draw this without the whole holster coming up. So as you can tell, the retention is incredibly light on this thing. Very, very light. And I like it that way because the whole point of this holster, if I'm driving and I'm going to the gas station, be able to put it on the gas station and take it off when I arrive at school. Easy way to take it off. Just pull on this little tab here and the magnetic part comes off and I can take this holster off very easily. And God forbid if a school shooter happens to go in the school, I still have a way to keep this thing concealed into the school, okay? Or I have a way of holding my gun in the school instead of having to hold it in my hand the entire time. If I am wearing a belt, however, I am going to be using my Tier 1 Concealed Axis Elite holster with the extra mag caddy in there. I knocked it down to 2 plates, so it's really easy to take on, real easy to take off. With this short grip part, I am not worried about printing whatsoever. Guys and dads out there, if you're choosing a firearm, it doesn't matter what firearm you choose. just get proficient with that firearm. I am just incredibly proficient with a Glock. Is it the most ergonomic? No, but every single time I press out, okay, that dot is there every single time. I have trained myself for the dot to be there. You can do that with any gun on the market. Don't go too small of a gun to where you can't shoot it well, and don't go too big of a gun to where you can't conceal it. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. Remember to train hard, get strong, be a protector. If no one said they love you today, I love you guys. God bless you all.